Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Favorite Autumn Warm Drink YouTube Hop, hosted by Miranda Webber. And these are the dyes I'm going to use. Debbie Pearson sent them to me for my birthday, and they're Tim Holtz, and they're just so cute. I am starting out with Scattered Straw, and then I went to Gathered Sage, something sage. And then I went to Peel Paint, and then I'll be pulling out Rusty Hinge after I get all the Peel Paint on there. And then I'm still going to get another one, and it'll be tea dye, and I'm going to go around the edges. Oh, I forgot. I use Forest Wilderness too. The darkest one is Forest Wilderness. But I use several colors on here. I wanted all the shades of autumn, and yeah, I had a lot of fun putting them on there. And it did take a little while, but I was watching videos, so it did not seem to take near as long as it could have. But I really liked them when they got done. I've been wanting these or the skeleton ones for a long time to use on layouts. And so I was blessed when Debbie sent them to me. I used vanilla cardstock today. However, I have used white. And I have used watercolor and used watercolors on them. So I've done them quite a few different ways. And and what's bad, I did plan on spraying them with water and wrinkling them up, and then use the tie-dye ink um, on top so the crinkles would be shown. But I forgot. Yeah, I was watching videos. Y'all know that. So those things didn't happen. But the next time I do some, I will make sure I remember. Well, hopefully I will remember, because it makes them look so cute and rustic. But I did put a lot of layers and colors on here. I am using Mr. Huey's Sunshine right now. And it used to be more of a yellow, but now it's more of an orange. And then I'm using Rustic Orange because it's a darker color orange. And then I'm going to pull out my glossy accents and put little dewdrops on top of them. And I had planned on putting the chalkboard ink spray on there and drops, scatter them on there. But I misplaced it for a few minutes, so I went ahead and did the glossy accents. But as soon as I did, I found the little bottle. And that's why I'm putting them one drop at a time on here, because my glossy accents is still pretty wet. And I thought I'd let them dry at the same time. This paper here is Cartabella, and I just love the texture of the Cartabella. And it's already inked on the edges, but I'm going to ink it some more. And I am putting wood grain down here at the bottom, and this is really thin wood grain. The website was deceptive. It said heavy cardstock. It's paperweight, like the kind you put through the copier, but it's still really pretty. So I go ahead and put it on cardstock and give it a little bit of weight before I put it on my layout. Usually, every now and then I put it straight on the layout. I inked it in the Rusty Hinge, all the slats there, and then the edges right on the outside I did the tie-dye ink. Tea dye. I think I said tie-dye earlier too. Well, it's tea dye. Anyway, I inked it, and right around the edges just to make them a little bit darker. I'm making a pumpkin now, and it might look a little bit funny. I used my oval cutters from Creative Memories, but part of it's going to be behind the photo, and then part of it's going to be covered up with leaves. So I wanted it big enough, since my leaves are pretty good size, that they look kind of like they went together. And I didn't cut full circles on none of them. That one in the center's the biggest. But yeah, I just did slits, and then I slivers, that would be the word. And then I inked them and put them together. And I still wanted some more lines, so I took a scrap piece of paper and I used the ink to go along the edge of the paper to give them more lines on my pumpkin. Now, the theme of the hop is your favorite warm drink for the fall. Well, I drink coffee all year long, and that is technically my favorite, but I've done a lot of layouts about coffee. So I thought that this time I'd do about the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks because I like to go get a couple during the fall. I don't get much, I just get a couple. So I can really look forward to it every year to, anticipations, half the fun right there. So I look forward to it. And I hadn't gotten one yet this year. I hadn't been to town. I live way out in the country and I hadn't been to town. So I thought I'd get one when I went. Well, I haven't made it there and I really need to do the layout. So I am going ahead and doing it. And if I manage to go to town before this, I will pull my layout apart a little bit and stick a picture of the one that I got. But, you know, the farther I get on this layout and the more I look at it, I think, well, this stock photo's just fine off the internet. It's the same thing. It's still a pumpkin spice latte because that's what I Googled and that's what it said it was. So, yeah, I think it might just stay on there. Now, this vine that I've got for the pumpkin, it is called Garden Greenery, I believe. It's a Tim Holtz one, and mine is a Sizzle. It's a 12-inch one, but you can get them in the thin cuts. And the paper that I used is a textured paper, and you see me cut one strip. I don't think I cut that out, but then I cut it the other way is because I wanted my lines to be vertical on there for the paper. I didn't want them to be horizontal. And it's some I got off of HSN forever ago. I'm sure 15 years ago. It's been a long time, but yeah, yeah, I love it, and I use it here and there. It's not like I'm hoarding it. If I see it, I think it goes with my layout. I will use it. But there were several sheets of each color. I'm what I might have put too many vines on there, but I was really wanting vines on it. Uh, oh, my title's going to be Love This, and I cut it out of that wood grain. And I inked it all, the title in the Rusty Hinge, and then I did the bottom only in the tea dye ink. And I'm putting foam tape on the top part of the words because I plan on tucking the bottom part of the words into the leaves in behind them. Well, I said my title's going to be Love This, but it's actually going to be Love This Pumpkin Latte Time because I'm going to pull a sticker out and put it on there. So it's going to be a little bit longer title. I wanted to make sure that anybody looked at that layout, they would know that it was a pumpkin spice latte. And I had the sticker to help it out. So I thought, this is so cool. I seen that sticker on there and I thought that will go with my layout so well. Because they all know I usually, if I go to Starbucks, which is rare, get a frappe or I might get a salted caramel latte. It depends. If it's early in the morning, chances are it's going to be a latte. I used my Martha Stewart punch, and it is a pine branch punch, but I took vanilla cardstock and I put the scattered straw on it and then punched it out so it just wouldn't be plain vanilla cardstock. And I'm scattering them in there, and then I didn't mention the branch. I cut it out of wood grain, and it is an EK Success branch punch. I think it's called the large branch. I took another look over at the sticker sheet and I seen this give thanks and I thought, well, that looked pretty cool up there next to the picture. I slanted my picture a little bit and then after I got done with the layout, I mean, it wasn't right after I slanted it. I thought, well, since it's a cup of latte, I probably should have put it on there straight, but it's slanted. So I'm putting the give thanks on there and I'm trying to angle it about the same angle as the photo. And I pulled these brads out. Well, I pulled some other ones out first. And then I got these, but these are older, quite a bit older. And I thought I'm going to use a few on this layout. So I am putting three on there. One says fall and one has a green design and another one an orange colored stripe. And after I finished the layout, I did put, well, I didn't put washi tape on there. I'm finding my washi tape sometimes gets kind of messed up before it ever makes it into the sleeve. So I put cardstock and glue and stuff on there, and that stays so much better. I am putting some Spiegel Mom Scrap sequins on here, and these are called Into the Woods. And so they're just a dark brown, but they do have design on them. Like some have plaid on there, and well, not all of them, but some have plaid on there, and they're kind of uh, you can see through them a little bit. And then the others are a darker brown, but I scattered them on the layout. Down there below at the links for everybody else that are doing the hop. There is quite a few, so you'll get to see what everybody likes as their favorite fall drink. Because it is my favorite fall drink as far as that goes. I look forward to it, and I make sure I get one or two during the fall. But yeah, the, they're pretty good. But if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. But I hope y'all enjoy the hop, find some new people to subscribe to, and just have fun and get some great ideas. Have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.